She cut off his junk. That's right. Mom, who unalived boyfriend and cut off his junk after catching him R-word, and her daughter is cleared of murder. That's right. She's cleared of the charges. So in 3, 2, 1. Yay! All right, yay! Hey, come on, jury, y'all got it right this time. All right, the world is healing. All right, back to the charge. I mean, not the charge, because charges were dismissed. Back to the story from the New York Post, coming from writer Chris Bradford. And this mom was just cleared of charges. It says an enraged mom who cut off her boyfriend's testicles and then set his body on fire after catching him trying to R-word her daughter has been cleared of his murder. Erica Pereira da Silveira Vicente confessed to unaliving partner Everton Amaro de Silva in Minas Gerais, Brazil, saying she was just trying to protect her 11-year-old from being R-worded, according to Estados de Minas, which is a newspaper in Brazil. He was doing something sick, twisted, and perverted to an 11-year-old girl who happened to be this woman's daughter. That's right, you see her right there. Yeah, all superheroes don't wear capes. Actually, she's beyond a superhero. She's a mother who's doing what she needs to do to protect her daughter. So, she was alerted by alarming text the predator sent the preteen. That's right, he was sending sexual texts to her daughter. And he's supposed to be with this woman. She found him on top of her, trying to R-word her when rushing to her daughter screaming, according to the reports. It says, however, prosecutors insisted that the brutality of the unaliving proved it was carried out not in blind rage, but with cold premeditation. The mom allegedly spiked De Silva's drink with Klonopin, a medicine used to treat seizures, and then shake, and clubbed him while he was unconscious, according to the prosecutors. A teen who was heard the screams helped the mom carry the body to a wasteland in Belo Horizonte, where Vicente cut off the dead man's genitals and set fire to his body. That's what the jurors were told. Cops linked Vicente to the unaliving after following a trail of blood to her Belo Horizonte apartment, and she handed over the knife. She confessed to the unaliving, but insisted it was only to save her daughter. The jury agreed, and the mom was acquitted Tuesday of aggravated homicide and destroying of a corpse after just 1 day of testimony. 1 day of testimony. The mom, who had already spent a year behind bars awaiting this particular trial, was cleared by the judge of any wrongdoing. You are starting to see a lot of disturbing crimes come out and happen across the world in an alarming rate. But let me tell you what else you're starting to see a lot of. You're starting to see a lot of people fight back. People have had enough of a justice system that does not deliver justice, and they're starting to take justice into their own hands. Have you ever heard of Frank Castle from Marvel Comics, also known as the Punisher? Yeah, that's right. Well, he unalives a lot of people. Well, a lot of people are starting to do the Dirty Harry type thing. You know Dirty Harry. You saw the movie. You know what I mean? And you remember, what's my boy's name? Charles Bronson. Yeah, Bronson. He used to ride the trains when all the thugs would try to jack him in the 1970s. And he would pull out that Dirty Harry, that 357, and boom, boom, boom. And them dudes it would be the end of it. And nobody in the neighborhood that was being terrorized would feel bad about it. They all would just turn a blind eye because the justice system had failed all of them. Well, you know what? People are tired of being failed by the justice system. And so this woman, who obviously read the text that this man sent an 11-year-old girl, you could say she planned and plotted all she wanted. What did you want her to do? She said, okay, if I catch this fool in the act, I'm going to be prepared. So she got her Klonopin. I don't know what she did with the Klonopin, how she got the man to drink the stuff. But whenever he was passed out or whenever she caught, I don't know how the full story. I only read what was done. We want to go over this again. The incident was in 2025. She sat in jail for a year before she went to trial, for unaliving her boyfriend, who she caught on top of her daughter because her daughter was screaming. She suspected it because she saw text messages that were inappropriate. She went into the house where she did what she did and shank, and took him in and snipped off his junk at the landfill and threw his corpse in this direction and threw his genitals to the birds, and the birds ate them, and the birds moved on, and the birds were probably happy. You know what I mean? What they call that, mountain oysters. So she did that to the dude at the landfill. He got that chopped up, and I guess she was so mad she lit his body on fire. Listen, for me, I do think that it was a bit overkill, because I think she should have just did him in right there on the spot and then called the cops and said, look, y'all, I pay tax monies, get the coroner over here and get this fool's thumpless body up out of my apartment. You know what I mean? But hey, she was mad and she did what she did. So who am I to say that she went overboard? Apparently the jury, I wouldn't have thought she went overboard if I was on the jury. I'd have been like, yeah, not guilty. We're not, this is a waste of time. The jury did the right thing. They came back with a verdict in less than a day, it said, man. So she was charged with an aggravated homicide, destruction of corpse. They found her not guilty a couple of days ago on March 24, 2026. And the public's reaction, of course, is that, you know what I mean? The public is happy. You know, are you happy? Hey, we just celebrated at the beginning of this video. I said, hey, the world is healing. I still feel this way. Here's a picture of this guy. I guess we should see him. But a moment of silence. No, I ain't giving that dude no moment of silence. That sick pervert got sent to wherever he was supposed to be sent, man, because you can't be doing nothing to no 11-year-old kid, man. I can't grasp this. And I know that I'm going to have somebody go into my comments probably and defend this. Oh, man, this dude, man. We are tired of it. People are tired of it. Juries are starting to find people who do this type of action not guilty. Because we have to stand up as a society for the most vulnerable, an 11-year-old girl who's being taken advantage of by a man. Man, y'all, come on, man. Come on, man. And here's this lady's name. Here she is again. Listen, congratulations to her. I hope somebody gives her a book deal. I hope she's able to make some money off of this too. You know, people call her in to that. I wish I had a big enough channel, because I would have her flown in and we would do a 2-hour interview with her. You know, I'm not there. So maybe y'all can tell the people who can do that. You know what I mean? The Theo Vons or the Sean Ryans. You know what I mean? The whoever else, man. You know, have them put her on a show. You know, hey, I would like to see her interviewed. You know, what were you thinking? You know, she ain't no jury ain't no DA gonna try to reconvict her, man. She's like a legend in the community now. You know what I mean? You know, she's a real life Punisher. So that's all I got to say about that, man. Thanks for watching The Pin and the Shank, the most unusual and unique crime and prison channel experience on YouTube. Give me a like and subscribe. Go check out some of my videos. And thanks to everybody who's jumping on board. The channel's growing. We're getting more and more views. We're going somewhere with this stuff. You know what I mean? We're bringing a different perspective to the crime and prison genre. We're speaking outside of our heads, literally. Chop, 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 chop. Gotta go.